Hello students, good morning. In this video we will discuss about the some important polymer, means preparation, properties and uses of some important polymer. Let's start with the rubber. Here rubber. We know that there is a natural rubber. And natural rubber, these are obtained from the natural parts, barks of the natural plants. Okay, so these are called as the even rubber plants. So here in the natural rubber, the monomer is used as a isoprene, and the structure is just like this. C here CH3, then double bond here CH2, then CH, double bond CH2. Okay, this is called as isoprene. And the IUPAC name is 1, 2, 3, 4. And add the 2, 1, 2, 2 methyl. Here 2 methyl. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. That is but. Then 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1 and 3 diene. So this is the monomer for the natural rubber. So natural rubber, it is represented as zigzag motion, means this is monomer and it is represented in this way. Here this double bond, it gets converted into in this way. Okay, and this double bond here the some vacancies is left behind, and here also. Okay, so this monomer, it is combined in this way. Here CH2, now here the chain, then here carbon, here CH3, here after that double bond, here CH, and then here CH2. Okay, now again this CH2 bonded to this one. Now here again CH2, then here this CH2, here CH3, then double bond, here CH, and now CH2. Again here CH2, here C, means this CH2 combined here, C, CH3, double bond CH, and then here CH2, and in this way. Okay. So natural rubber, it is represented in this way. Because of here multiple bond, it is double bond present in each monomer. Okay, and it is in a repeating manner. So it is in the form of the coil structure. Okay, and because of multiple bond and coil structure, it is just like a elastomers. So because of that, here elastomers, they are commonly called as rubber. Okay, so the preparation of rubber means when we take here isoprene as a monomer, so on polymerization it gives the rubber. So and that's why it is called as natural rubber. So here C, now here CH3, double bond here CH2, now CH, and here again CH2. This is isoprene. Okay, and isoprene on polymerization process. Okay, and because of this is the numbers of isoprenes are taken. So here N is taken. So N on polymerization, here this in this way. So here C, double bond CH, and here again chain, and here again chain. So here chain CH2, now here C, CH3, here again double bond, then CH and CH2, and in this way this is numbers of monomers. Means near about 2000 to 5000 monomers are present in a natural rubber, and this is rubber, or it is also called as the elastomers. Okay, so because of the coil structure, it has the elastic nature. It has elastic in nature. Also, it can be stretched like a spring because of the coil nature. Okay, this is the rubber. Then in 1839, here Charles Goodyear that is American scientist, it introduced the vulcanization of rubber. So what is the vulcanization rubber? Means to remove the, to improve the properties of the natural rubber and remove the that is disadvantages of the given natural rubber. Here the process is carried out and that process is called as the vulcanization of rubber. So what is vulcanization of rubber? Vulcanization of rubber, that is the process in which network is cross-linked. Network is cross-links is introduced into an elastomers. Elastomers is called as vulcanization of rubber. Vulcanization of rubber. Okay. Again I repeat, that is network is crosslinks is introduced into an elastomer is called as vulcanization of rubber. Okay. So definition is important. Definition लिहिताना each and every point, each and every word हे जशाला तसा लिहायचा असतो आणि म्हणून पुन्हा एकदा बघायचं आपल्याला नेटवर्क इज क्रॉसलिंक्स, प्रोसेस इन विच network is crosslinks is introduced into an elastomer is called as vulcanization of rubber. Okay. So after vulcanization of rubber, then the next one polymer, important polymer, that is called as the polyethylene. Next one, that is polyethylene. This polyethylene, the IUPAC name of polyethylene is polyethylene because of monomer is ethylene. So this polyethylene, here there are the two types of polyethylene. One is low density polymer, that is low density polyethylene, and high density polymer, that is high density polyethylene. Okay, so the low density polyethylene and high density polyethylene. Let's start with the low density polyethylene, that is low density polymer. Here monomer is CH2 double bond CH2. This is the linear polymer. Okay, so here CH2 double bond CH2 on polymerization. Here in the low density, here at high pressure, that is 1000 to 2000 atmospheric pressure, and at 350 Kelvin to 570 Kelvin. Okay, under this condition 1000 to 2000 atmospheric pressure and 350 to 570 Kelvin means within this range of the temperature, here ethylene on polymerization gives in this way CH2 single bond CH2 and linear polymer is obtained and it is called as polyethylene. Okay, and this is the low density polymer because there is a weak van der Waals force of attraction. Okay, and coil structure. So here this polyethylene, here it is used in the preparation of, here that is low density polymer, and it is preparation of the pipes, agriculture for agriculture, irrigation, then a domestic water line connection, and the insulation of the electric rubbers. Okay, and just like such types of polyethylenes or polymers, okay, mean just like a plastic or these household plastics. Okay, pitchable bottles are used by these low density polymers. Okay, then next one, that is the high density polymer. So here in the high density polymer, again here the monomer is the same, that is ethylene, but ethylene on again polymerization under different condition, that is 6 to 7 atmospheric pressure. Okay, and 333 to 343 Kelvin. This ethylene under these conditions and in presence of catalyst, that is Ziegler-Natta catalyst, and because of these catalysts, these monomers, these are closely packed to each other and to form the high density polymer. So what is the Ziegler-Natta catalyst? It is the triethyl aluminium, titanium tetrachloride. Triethyl aluminium with titanium tetrachloride. This is the Ziegler-Natta catalyst, and in presence of this Ziegler-Natta catalyst, ethylene on polymerization under this condition to form this polythene. But because of the closely association, it is the high density polymer. And this high density polymer, it is used in the manufacturing of toys, household articles, then buckets, dustbin, bottles, pipes, etc. Here low density polymer means having melting point near about 100 degrees Celsius. And again here this is 144 to 150 degrees Celsius. Okay, so these are the melting point between this low density polymer and high density polymer are different. Then here this high density polymer, it is more steeper than the low density polymer. Okay, so this is the high density polymer and low density polymer. Then after watching this video, attempt the following questions. First question: what is vulcanization of rubber? Who invented it? Who is invented it? Second, what is low density polymer and how is it prepared? Third, again, what is high density polymer and again how is it prepared? How is it prepared? Then write uses of low density polymer and high density